and welcome. I'm John and this is Unique Wargaming Terrain. This is a weekly Wednesday Warhammer / Wargaming questions and answers. This is an off the cuff video, guys. For those of you who don't know, what that means is I film it, I upload it. There's no editing, patching together or anything like that. If you're new to the channel, guys, welcome, sit back, enjoy. This is the Wednesday videos are mostly focused towards models, materials, paint techniques, you know, any tools that we use or any sneaky little things like what I'm going to show you today. I do another video in the week which is a terrain build. This week's terrain build's finished. I just need to go in the house and do editing and then upload it. I want to try and do that first before I upload this one because this is a quick one to upload. Right, those of you regular here, guys, well done. Thank you for the love. 23 subscribers, we're getting there. Last week's Wednesday video, I showed you this foam, this high density foam block. Okay, I gave you the website and everything to get it from. Now, if you live in the Republic of Ireland, you can go to the range to get it. But if you live in England, you can get it from the website. If you live in America or Australia or somewhere like that, then you can probably source it closer to home. So I opened it up, and this foam, it reminds me of the foam you get inside the mattress of a baby's cot. So if you've got a little one that's grown out of the cot and you're going to be getting rid of the cot, that's the foam. You know, the foam is the same as this. Okay. So what did I? Oh, sorry. And in last week's Wednesday video, I was talking about use mount board. You know, sorry guys, need foam board. I did chuck it in the comments, but I apologise. Foam board is what you need. Now, first thing I did is I got a normal unit tray out. I took all these. I got these blocks out. Okay, these come inside there. But I got this. I put it on the foam, and I just cut it. Okay, and as you see, it's virtually a millimetre or two here or there. That's slightly off. Then what I did is I got these bits from inside, and I put them round. And I drew round. Okay. Now, I'm working on my Space Marines army. Okay, from all my pile of shame. My first War Marines, I'm leaving them on the original base. Okay, that may not be right. I don't care. They're my Marines, and they're leaving them on there. Okay. Primaris and the Terminator is going to be on the bigger base. Now, in terms of the Terminators and Primaris, if I was going to put them on something like this, I would do this, and then I would, when I cut these out, I would then cut a little slit in between. Okay, between the gap here where my finger is. So basically, the base would go here, the model would go there, the waist would be there, and then the top half would be there. Okay. Now, the beauty with these, I can get 8 of these in an 80-litre storage box. 8 model trays in an 80-litre storage box, which is very handy. Wednesday video, I can't remember which one it was, but a few videos ago I was talking about storing models. I think it was one after the Army House weekly Wednesday, but anyway. Let's turn this hot knife on. Now I'm using a hot knife. You can use a blade to cut this out, but I'm going to go for the hot knife. I might switch to the blade, depending on how much fumes this fires out, and depending on how hard this is to cut. I just thought the hot knife would be easy to put straight through, cut straight down, cut out. I am in a ventilated area. If you can't have a ventilated area, wear a mask, okay? Now, if you're somewhere where you can't have the window wide open because you've got a cat or something like that, then try and go outside and do it, okay? If you're going to use a hot knife. It's already starting to smoke, so it's already ready. So I said in the last video, get mount board, I meant foam board. And what I did with the foam board is I put it round the piece and just cut it. Okay. Now foam board it's not even a millimetre. I think it's a millimetre top and bottom combined of card and then a bit of foam in between. Now, there's one sheet of foam in that bag. I got 2 cut with it. Okay, and I've still got this piece left over. Okay, this piece can still be done the same thing, but just cut down into sections. the reason I haven't done nothing on this one is because when I finish gluing up my Space Marine bikes, I'm going to put the bike on here and just draw around it and use it for Space Marine bikes and Outriders and stuff like that. But what I might have to do is open the other one, cut another piece and do the same thing on that, just so that I'll put one in the box with the model in, and then the second one goes over the top, so it gives the model more support, more looks after it a bit more. So this hot knife's ready to go, guys, so I have to be ready to go. So let's go for one. The hot knife's going straight through it, which is nice. So there's a lot of fumes. So much fumes coming off that. That's why you have to be in a ventilated area, guys. You have to. I've got the door wide open. I've also got, you might have heard that just pinging there. I've also got a China plate here, okay? So I put it on the China plate so it's not going to set light to anything or burn anything, or I'm not going to hurt myself picking it up. Okay. It's not the greatest. Just give me the foam block, it's not a problem. It's still quite warm. Maybe I'll try a blade. Let's give it a go with a blade. And a straight edge. Just have a look. I didn't want to really use the blades. You know what I should have actually done, thinking about it now, I should have cut most of this out and just left one or two and then done the one or two in front of you. The reason why is I can't hot glue this until they're all cut out. And that did absolutely nothing. That's what it done. You just didn't cut all the way through. Need to get in there properly. The blade's actually a lot tidier. Just those corners that are a pain in the ass. Okay, so there is. There's a few little wispy bits there to cut off. Now that's with the hot knife. Okay, that's with the blade. Time wise, excuse me. Time wise, it's about the same. Let me turn that hot knife off. I would probably use this just because if you see the blade on this, see how dark it is. Okay, when you're using the hot knife, it will take bits of the material and it sticks to it, and it just starts, that continues. So when I turn it on, it's like smoking straight away. That's what that is. It's sort of, it's like a frying pan when you're constantly using it day after day, it ends up having stuff welded to it, and that's the same concept. So let's just pretend that I've used whatever tool and cut all this out, okay? Then what you do is you'd get your foam board, okay? You'd put it on like this, and then you would lift this end and you'd run hot glue, bead a hot glue along the one edge, and put that edge down as flush as you can. I'm not going to do it because I need to cut all of this out and I'd be here for another 20 minutes or so. So that you have this side glued down. Then what you've got is one side glued, this side's flexible. So you can bead it back, yeah, hot glue again, put it down. So now you've got nearly half of it glued. Do the same thing again, put it down. Do the same thing on the end. Just see, look how easy that is to sit the end, yeah, and you hot glue the end and put it down. And then what you have is a nice movement tray, a nice foam carry tray glued to nice, yeah, so that's nice and solid and rigid. Now if we look at the normal foam trays, it's the same concept, but what they use a machine to cut this out, okay? And this at the bottom here is foam, okay? I've got this foam, but what I have is a lot more thicker, and I got it from Outdoor Giant Dynamo set for a little one, but she never played it. So I said, oh, I'll have them when they go out. So I've got those to work away with, but they are a lot thicker than this. That's how they do these ones. So what we've basically done is our own version of that. Now, a packet of this foam costs €2.79, I think it is. Let's say €3, €3. If you're buying it in England, you'll probably get it for £2, maybe even less. I couldn't tell you the rest of the world because I don't have an idea of the currency difference. Now the foam board over here is, I think it's €6 for an A1 sheet. You're not going to use A1 sheet. A1 sheet is massive. That's whatever that is. That's a bit bigger than an A4. I think an A4 comes to there. So that's a little bit bigger than an A4. So penny for pound. To go and buy this from a company, you're probably talking £5-6. Okay. I can't even remember what GW sell their carry cases for anymore because I've been out long since I went to Games Workshop. £3 for foam, you're getting 2 sheets, so it's £1.50, say, because you're getting 2 bits from it. You've still got a bit more left over, and you're using a bit of foam board, so you're probably talking about £2.50 to make your own one. That's, you know, and I do apologise, guys. I done all the prep work on this, but I should have actually just thought about it and cut them all out first and just showed you how to hot glue it. But then with that said, the way I showed you, I wouldn't have been able to had the camera up there and I would have been then, oh, it's a crazy week for me, guys. Now, if there's any questions, you have any questions about this, guys, this phone, you know, chuck them below, okay, or send me a question on Messenger, as quite a few people do, and I'll answer them. I'll either send you a direct message back or I'll do next week's video, I'll bring it up and I'll talk about it. So I've got a few questions here to answer. Let me just plug this hot glue. It's still pouring out the bottom there. Right. Do you have any work clothes for painting modern terrain? Right. I don't have work clothes, like a uniform, but I do have old clothes that I don't really wear out because they're not tidy. But with that said, when I come over here, sometimes it's cold. Okay, at the moment it's early morning, or usually it's an evening time when I come over, and again it's cold. So jumper, jacket, or you know, half jacket, comfortable joggers. Right, when I go to back to the house to, you know, I've finished doing my bits and pieces for the day, or you know, whatever the story is, I'll take these off, put these to one side, put my normal clothes on to go about my daily business. So then when I come back over again, I've got these fresh to carry on with. The amount of times I've ruined clothes from paint, because acrylic paint, when it gets on you, if it dries, it's, you know, I'm hitting 15 minutes, guys. So there was a few more questions. There was a top question I was going to answer last week, but I didn't. So any questions about this, okay, what I've talked you through, check on below and I'll address it. If you have any other questions, check it below or message me on Messenger, you know, as you guys do. So guys, please hit like, share, subscribe, turn your notifications, and I'll see you next Wednesday. Take it easy, guys.